Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV Blind. Afanad, what's going on? Coming to terms. An influential Ishgardian wishes to meet the Warrior of Light. Afanad would like nothing more than to oblige him. That's me. I'm the Warrior of Light. Look at these pants we can get. Amazing. Also, soup. We've been blessed with a rare opportunity, Arctic. An audience with an ambassador of the Holy See of Ishgard. Alright. We're to treat with Sir Emeric, Lord Commander of the Temple Knights, in Camp Dragonhead. It is considered a great honor to serve the Holy See directly as a Temple Knight. Needless to say, their leader wields tremendous political influence. We would be wise to court his favor. For that reason, I consider your attendance essential. If Sir Emeric wishes to meet the man behind the legend, I would not deny him the pleasure of your company. The antecedent should see the wisdom of this plan when you request her permission to accompany me to Coerthas. Mayhap you feel this to be a waste of your talents, which could doubtless be put to nobler use. I should remind you that more good can be accomplished with the stroke of a pen than the thrust of a sword. But also, the thrust of a sword, slinging of a spell, also does work out pretty well in our favor most of the time. Anyways. We've seen Ishgard just off in the distance there. Maybe, presumably we'll be able to get in there at some point. Meeting with an Ishgardian ambassador, by all means, I think it a wonderful idea. We've received no reports of etheric disturbances or unusual beast tribe activity of late. Valfanon believes your presence may help him to secure more favorable terms. I see no reason to deny him. Alright. Reasonable. Yep. Antecedent? I take it Arctic has explained the situation. Yep. He has. Yet welcome though these overtures are, can I help but wonder what prompted them? The Ishgardians have spurned all contact with the other city-states for decades. Why reach out now? Would that I knew. The question of their motives is one to which I have given no small amount of thought. Alas, I know no more than is generally known. The notoriously reclusive nation of Ishgard, situated at the center of Apathia's spine. Ruled by the Ishgardian Orthodox Church, at the head of which presides the Archbishop. Members of the original Eorzean Alliance, formed in the wake of Alamigo's fall some 2 decades ago. Friends of Convenience, who withdrew from the Alliance as soon as the Imperial fleet was routed at the Battle of Silvertear Skies. Since which time, their borders have remained closed to all outsiders. They've rejected every one of their former allies' calls to reopen dialogue, turning a deaf ear to their neighbors' pleas even when the calamity loomed large. And on the fields of Carno, where brave men and women laid down their lives in defense of the realm, their banners were conspicuously absent. I've tried to convince Ishgard to rejoin the Alliance at every opportunity. I've explained over and over again that unless Eorzea stands united, we cannot hope to preserve our freedom. One by one, our nations will fall as once fell Alamigo. And what have mine efforts yielded? Why not? Surely this can be considered a step in the right direction. I should hope so. Rather than the lowly messengers we've been fobbed off with in the past, this time we shall meet with a man of great influence. Of course, I'm not so naive as to think that they come to us out of the goodness of their hearts. We have something they desire, though I've yet to figure out what. But such is the nature of diplomacy. They will bring their agents to the negotiating table, so will I, along with a handful of inconvertible troops. The Empire will soon be at our doorstep once more. Indeed, you may be assured that I will expound upon this point and others. Let us depart for Camp Dragonhead, Arctic. Our old friend, Lord Harjafant, is expecting us. Since our quest to recover the Enterprise, I understand you have further integrated yourself with the man. Excellent work. His fondness may prove useful to our cause. Appreciated. Okay. Back out to Coerthas. They're just gonna let us in to Ishgard. That'd be impressive. There's unattuned Aetheryte right there. Imperium, the Western Highlands, Athos Spine, Dravania. There's stuff. There's definitely stuff. We'll get to it when we get to it. Presumably. Anyways. Let's get out here. See what they are interested in from our side here. Probably mostly just me. All of our god slaying. We are very, very helpful. We get things done. We get things done. Okay. Right in here. Front. Arctic. Ever a welcome sight. Our hearths have been stoked to blazing in preparation for your arrival. It would not do for such a distinguished personages to catch a cold whilst enjoying our hospitality. The gesture is much appreciated, for I shall ever struggle in cold climates. Good Master Avanad, and honors always. Likewise, Lord Harjafant, forgive us yet another imposition, for we have relied overmuch on your aid, since you so generously assisted us in locating the Enterprise. Nonsense. Any debts incurred have long since been repaid. Besides, who can say what the future may bring? House Fortemps may even seek the aid of your newly formed Crystal Braves. In any case, simply delighted that the Holy See is at last willing to grant you an audience. No doubt your discoveries at Snowcloak help to justify the decision. This recent resurgence in heretical activity is of grave concern to all. But, to the matter at hand, Sir Amaric arrived in Camp Dragonhead earlier, and I am told he is eager to meet with you at your first convenience. You're doubtless weary from your journeys, and desirous to rest a while by the warmth of our hearth. But if you are willing to forego such comforts, pray inform the knight stationed outside the intercessory. He will grant you entrance and send word to the other attendees. As inviting as your hearth sounds, I think it best to proceed to the intercessory forthwith. No sense waiting. No sense waiting. Where's that? Here? It's a guard. Outside or something? Right there. Other side of the wall. Just down in the dungeon. Got it. I've been expecting you, sir. Pray take your ease inside and shall summon the others. Proceed. Alright. Alright.
Have faith, my friend. You need only state your case with confidence and clarity.
Commander Leveilleur, it is both an honor and a pleasure to meet you. I am Emeric, Lord Commander of the Temple Knights.
Alphino Leveilleur, At your service. Your reputation precedes you, Sir Emmerich. I think we will find that we have much in common.
Speaking of reputations, yours towers over us all. Does it not?
It does indeed, Lord Commander.
I am not too proud to admit that I have followed your activities with an interest bordering on fascination. Full glad was I to learn that you would be joining us. Now then, shall we begin?
Let's.
We know full well that the Garleans will return in force ere long. What is more, we have yet to achieve a lasting victory over the primal menace. The beast tribes continue to summon their gods, and each incarnation is stronger than the last. Ishgard is not immune to these threats. I must reiterate that it would behoove your nation to rejoin the Eorzean alliance.
Once again, I must respectfully disagree.
On what grounds?
Despite their presence in Coerthas, the Ixal do not concern us. Their territorial claims pertain to Gridanian lands, and it is the people of Gridania whom they harry. Consequently, the Holy See judges this to be a Gridanian affair, and Ishgard does not intervene in the internal affairs of other nations. Even were that not the case, our forces are wholly committed to the Dravanian conflict. We have not the knights to spare. As for the Garleans, we are not ignorant of history. We have observed the rise and expansion of the Empire, and we agree that it is only a matter of time before they resume their campaign in Eorzea.
Then surely it would be in our best interests to present a united front.
Mayhap one day, but not yet. Gaius van Belsar is dead, and the legion of conscripts he left behind lacks the will to fight. We think it highly unlikely that they will emerge from behind the walls of their castra for some time.
Forgive me, but if Ishgard's position has not changed, why did you agree to this meeting?
It was not only as a representative of Ishgard that I came here.
Pardon?
It is not within my power to change Ishgardian policy, regardless of my personal feelings. There is, however, one area in which I may exert a measure of influence. Concerns have been raised over the supplies House Forton has offered to Revenant's Toll. These have led to calls for restrictions on the provision of aid to foreign powers. I can ensure that the shipments continue unabated.
Sir Emmerich, we would be in your debt.
No, you would not, for I require something in exchange. Of late, there has been a flurry of Dravanian activity, the purpose of which was not immediately clear. However, our astrologians have since observed alarming changes in the heavens. The dragon star waxes unnaturally bright, and there are whispers that it portends the resurrection of Midgard-Sorma.
The fallen guardian of Silvertear Falls? That's absurd.
Full many times have I gazed upon the dragon's corpse still wound around the Agrius, and wondered how different our world might be if it yet lived to plague the skies. I do not know, and I do not wish to know, nor does any son of Ishgard. Yet the mere presence of Dravanian forces is not sufficient grounds to send knights to Mordona, whatever our astrologians say. As I told you before, we have not the forces to spare.
But we do. So you will intervene on our behalf if we agree to watch over the Keeper of the Lake.
Do you accept these terms?
I do. I will see that you are kept abreast of any developments. I regret that we could not come to a similar agreement on other matters, but I understand that you are not at liberty to make such decisions. Nevertheless, I hope that what we have accomplished here today will serve to demonstrate to your countrymen that we can work together towards a common goal. Mayhap one day we shall look back on this moment as the first step towards a united Eorzea.
Mayhap we shall, Commander.
Oh, who's here now?
What is the meaning of this?
The caravan, my lord. It's been attacked. It was Iceheart, my lord.
What? By the Fury? All our precautions were for naught?
Knew we should have went and guarded that caravan. Knew it. Obviously. So, about that unending supplies that keep on getting stolen and attacked. We still doing that? What do we got here? Got some stuff. Sturdy one. 110. Strength. Skill speed. This also has strength. Slightly less defense. That's fine too. Whatever. We'll get something. Oh, what a mess. Oh, what a mess. More pants. The Intercession of Saints. Recent developments have given Opno much to consider. Just when we were starting to make progress. And to make matters worse, the caravan they spoke of was bound for Revenant's Toll of all places. Honestly, were I so inclined, I should think the gods were conspiring against us. Happily, however, I am not. I would know more of this attack. Let's speak with Lord Hajifant and find out what he has learned. Very good. Alright, a second. Oh, what a mess. Oh, what a mess. My sincerest apologies for the interruption, my friends. But the situation is such that we must act swiftly. If you would be so kind as to elaborate. Iceheart's heretics fell upon the caravan bound for Revenant's Toll as it was passing through Boulder Downs. It was an ambush, swift and ruthless. In an instant, every knight was slain, every crate seized. And as quickly as they had appeared, they were gone. It would be an impossible feat without knowledge of the route. Knowledge which only a select few are privy, I presume. Quite. We can pursue that avenue of inquiry in due course. Seems to me that examining the scene of the ambush should be our first concern. The trail is yet warm. We must act swiftly. As Lord Hajifant said, lest crucial evidence be lost. You have an knack for discerning hidden truths, Arctic. Why don't you go and inspect the ambush site in person? An excellent idea. Inform my men of your intent upon arrival. They will gladly share their findings. Okay. That I can do. Alright. To Boulder Downs. Fly out of here. Oh my goodness. I'm off. Over this way. On the map. It's over this way, towards this dungeon. Which dungeon's this one? Armvale. Better not be going into Armvale. Real question is, where all these heretics are at. I mean, they were past this place in Snowcloak. There's a dungeon there, so they're probably there, but one bit at a time here. Alright. Situation. One wagon, one broken box. Everybody's gone. Move along, adventurer. There's nothing for... Lord Hashvan bid you speak with us? Then you must be... Beg your pardon, Scion. As you can see, they left nearly a crate behind. Tipped the wagon for good measure, even. Whole thing's a bit odd, if you ask me. Would have been easier to just steal it. Though a damn sight harder to conceal it, I'll allow. Reckon they came prepared, probably with wagons of their own hidden a way off. But pay no heed to my ramblings. Absent of proof, 'tis naught but speculation. Might be as the squire receiving care at the observatorium could tell you something more factual. That is, if he's awake. Unlike myself, he was there during the attack. Not that his presence amounted to much. There's something at the observatorium. Survivors. Very convenient. Very helpful. Very cool. Okay. First warning's also still over here. We do have a good selection of quests we're not currently dealing with. We got space for more, though, so it's fine. Okay. Any information we can get would be helpful here, obviously. This level. I'm building over. One layer up. There he is. Hey. You've come to ask me about the attack, haven't you? Yes. We came upon them before the entrance to the Hall of the Seven Echoes. Pilgrims, we marked them as, lost and ill-equipped for a journey further north. A leader called out to them, and stepped forward to answer. Slowly she approached, her silver hair flowing in the wind like melting snow. Just a young girl, I thought, some poor lost lamb in search of salvation. Our leader must have thought the same, else why would he let her draw so close? Exchanged some words I couldn't hear, and she leaned forward as if to kiss his cheek. Then he sighed and crumpled to the ground. I didn't know what happened until I saw the snow turn red. And then there was red everywhere I looked. I tried to fight, but took a blow to the head. By the time I came to, the others were dead and the heretics were unloading the wagon. I couldn't, they'd have killed me too, so I just lay still and listened. Iceheart's people spoke of deliverance and resurrection, and they spoke of Shiva. That's some amount of information. See what everybody else makes of this. An ongoing problem. An ongoing problem. This way. I'm back. Ah, you've returned. What news have you for us? Lots of stuff. Seems the Lady Iceheart does not scruple to sully her hands with blood. Who is this Shiva the heretic spoke of? Have you not read a single line of the Ukrainian Master Ophino? Shiva was a traitor to kith and kin, an apostate who laid down with dragons. Now, we cannot expect all foreigners to know Ishgarian scripture so well, particularly when it concerns the patron saint of heretics. Wait, you say he's their patron saint? Oh no! It all makes sense now. Lord, what was the caravan's cargo? If I recall correctly, the Diamond Forge had requested a rather large quantity of crystals. Do you not see? Iceheart and her followers intend to summon Shiva as a beast tribe would a primal. Why else would they go to such lengths to secure crystals? I shall inform the Lord Commander at once. Lord Harshavant, you would agree that discretion is of paramount concern. Of course. I trust we can count on your continued support, Master Ophino. The Scions of the Seventh Dawn are sworn to combat the primal threat. Our support is a given. I need to send word to my brethren in Revan's Toll. Our entire order must turn its efforts to prevention of this summoning. Naturally, that includes you, but I'm sure you would not miss this for the world. Yep. Pants. History pants, mind pants, intelligence pants. What does it compare? These are worse than our current pants we got. These are 120. Huh, we get something else. We'll get Healy pants, I guess. Whatever. We got a collection of things. Just keeps on filling up our bags even more, but that's okay. That's okay. Strength and unity. You, pants, shoes, whichever. Woe betide the heretic who crosses Afino Nephilah, for they shall feel the full force of his fury. The persistent attacks on our caravans seemed little more than a nuisance at first. The heretics were a problem, to be sure, but a relatively minor one. That was before I discerned the purpose behind their attacks, of course. Now they have my undivided attention. After appraising Amphilia of the situation, I shall summon a unit of Crystal Braves to assist us. As for you, Artek, pray join me in White Brim Front. Since the incident at Snowcloak, the Knights of House Durandal have redoubled their reconnaissance efforts in the region. It's my hope that they have information which may help us to determine precisely where the heretics are hiding. Given our mutual enemy, Lord Jomont should be eager to oblige us. I shall see you there then. Good. Good plan. To the White Brim Front. There we go. Flying through the snow. And these legs didn't even fit inside our bags. All these different higher level legs. Doesn't really mean we can, just, for a lot of situations, just not have other pants. Once we get to 50 at least, because all these things are still level 50. It's definitely a system here. Hi. These guys are here too. Scions of the Seventh Dawn wish to join in the hunt for Iceheart? Your assistance is more than welcome, my friends. Considering the report I just received, I dare say your timing could be no better. We're all ears, Lord Jomont. A band of pilgrims was seen transporting a large number of crates to the west. Their garb appears to match the description provided by the squire who survived the attack. Alas, our scouts lost track of them at Snowcloak, the selfsame frozen wall which we speculated might conceal the heretics' hideaway. Suffice it to say, the disappearance of these pilgrims and the provisions all but confirms our suspicions. I've heard enough. My knights will join the hunt. Alright. Take all the help we can get. I took the liberty of summoning a unit of Crystal Braves to White Brim Front. Given the gravity of the situation, trust you will agree that we must use every resource available to us. These are extraordinary circumstances, Commander. It will be in our best interest to coordinate our efforts. Such was my intent from the start, Sir Emeric. And so it begins, my friend. Though I dare say it will prove an all-too-brief collaboration, Iceheart will not elude the combined forces of the Crystal Braves and the Temple Knights for long. Nevertheless, a wise man does not wager all upon the success of a single solution. There may yet be subtler means by which we can locate the heretic's lair. Mayhap Lord Jomont has one in mind? Could be. Again, all possible options here. Heretics. Yes, yes. Excellent. My lady, everything has been accounted for. If there is aught else you would have us do, pray speak, and it shall be done. Okay. These crystals are really a problem. Where are these crystals coming from? What are we doing? Oh, that's complete. What do we got here? Series, strength, vitality. Strength, vitality, determination, direct hit rate. Just can be wielded by different groups here. We'll take these ones. Doesn't matter. Dark words, dark deeds. Only the naive place all their hope in the success of a single solution. Lord Jumont is anything but. He's gonna give us some bacon bread. Love it. And more shoes. It seems as though we are always one step behind. Our query ever just beyond our reach. Though I would like to believe the tables are about to turn, I must confess to having certain doubts. A joint effort may succeed where others have failed, but it could yet yield the same result. Fortunately, we are not without other options. Trust you haven't forgotten Inquisitor Guillaume. We have not. The mystery of how the heretic remained undiscovered for so long has been much in our thoughts. As had the question of what steps might be taken to prevent a similar breach of security in future. Accordingly, we conducted an exhaustive and covert evaluation of everyone in White Brim Front. Though some were found to have committed certain minor transgressions, we identified only one possible heretic. If this man has pledged himself to Iceheart's cause, he will have taken note of the movements of the Temple Knights and the Crystal Braves. Upon recognizing their intent, he may attempt to warn the heretics. The man's watch is to end soon, which point he must report to Sir Teshemalt in the yard. Have you keep an eye on him. If he ventures beyond the walls, follow him discreetly. Should he meet with a heretic, do not interfere, simply watch and listen. I've seen to it that the suspect knows nothing which could endanger our plans. Oh. Counter spies. Love to see it. Just gonna casually fall from the sky here. Very discreet. Let's see. If they don't leave, it's kind of immediately over. But I don't think that's going to be the case. It's walking. The suspected heretic leaves through the southwest gate. Must be very not suspicious at all here. There's the accused knight. He's just standing there. Ominously. Where's he going? Suspected heretic follows the road east. Huh. Interesting since things are to the west, but that's something. Where's he at now? There he is. I'm behind this tree. Do not pay no mind to the chocobos sprinting out in front. Where's he going now? Head south. This cave here. I see him? There he goes. Looking around, make sure we see him. Hey, where the seven hells are you? Here's my bollocks off here. I'm here, you blundering oaf. Why are you late? Standing on the wall, why else? I have duties to fulfill, you know. Your sole duties to the, What do you echo? Lower your voice, or they'll hear us in White Brim Front. Yes, of course. The Temple Knights are, in Snowcloak. This is what you bring to me? We already knew about Mama. Our comrades in Boulder Downs will use the tunnels. Dead before they know what's happening. Nevertheless, if you waste my time again, is that clear? They got tunnels. They're coming back towards us. We gotta get out of here. Okay. Answer some of our questions. Tunnels to Boulder Downs. Potentially. Sneaking around. Presumably still have their own tunnels through the ice wall. But other tunnels to other locations also would make a bit of sense. The question, why wouldn't they take the tunnel from there after they did the attack? But it's fine. Well, did your investigation bear fruit? At least somewhat. I see. Shove the man detained at once. His guilt is plain. Whether you could have heard their words more clearly. Yet, the few snatches you were able to make out are nonetheless enlightening. It seems the heretics are aware of our operation and confident that they can thwart it. Their comrades in Boulder Downs are key to their plans, which means it's key to our plans that they be rooted out and put to the sword. Alright. Various 110 boots. We've got still got our level 90 boots here. We should really take those for this set. It is upgrades. Got spell speed instead of direct hit rate. All the numbers are generally higher. Also helps get the item level total higher too, so that also helps. We'll take those. Symmetric ones? Yep, intelligence. Oh. These once again we have too many shoes. Great. Okay. We need space for things is the thing. What's we got in here? Need the level 1 stuff just to have it. Level 15 basic. Maybe not. These are legs, these are boots. I think we need 2 spaces. The brand new set was pretty good. Level 12 stuff. How are the other ones doing? Pants are also completely full. Level 40 with no particular stats. That's not any use. Level 22. Okay. Perfect 34s in the armory chest here. Alright. Recommended gear. Got some new gloves here, which are better. Got the new boots that are better. It's still trying to switch the rings for some reason. It's got less vitality, less intelligence, less critical hit. It's got spell speed instead of a direct hit rate, but it's also a lower level. It's definitely the rings that are some of the weirdest, because it keeps switching between things for some reason. Those shoes do not match anything else here, but function ahead of form, I suppose. The big coat is still doing a lot of heavy lifting here. The hat is different. The legs are different. Yeah, it's only the coat that is the same base level 50 stuff that we got. That's alright though. Update it. Okay. First Blood. The Allied forces at Snowcloak are in danger, and Lord Tremont would have you assist him in ensuring their safety. Do it. We have long suspected that the heretics use a network of secret tunnels to traverse the highlands undetected. Given what you overheard, I fear that Snowcloak may be riddled with such passageways, and that the heretics in Boulder Downs are planning to use them to take our forces unawares. Needless to say, we cannot allow that to happen. A contingent of House Nindan Knights are on patrol in the area. Shall order them to begin searching for the heretics at once. But knowing nothing of our enemy's numbers or readiness, I cannot say for sure that they will be sufficient. It would put my mind at ease if you would consent to assist my knights with the search. I know they would take courage from the presence of so storied a warrior. Pray rendezvous with them at Boulder Downs. If alone is kind, we may catch these heretics before their plans come to fruition. Show them no mercy, Arctic. The lives of our allies are at stake. Ah. We're out of here. First blood. Further down. We cross these mountains. That's the next question. It's like a yes. Here for you. Not too much higher, though. Alright. All manner of secret tunnels. Everybody already dead? It sure looks like it. And we started blasting. Yeah. Yeah. People harriers. Interrupted. Paralyzed. Never a good time. He's dead. Oh, another guy. Oh, even more guys. We'll just have to keep on blasting. And you also. They definitely have quite a few heretics out here. It's a problem. Rendezvous completed. Everybody's dead. Fallen heretics effects. What we got? What are we looking at? Searched. Have to jump. Secret tunnel. Maybe not. Anyways. So much for at least part of that idea. We cleaned up, but still. Not great. Not good. Look over there. Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy. We could just fly there. Magical walls stop us, though. Hi, I'm back. My knights sent no word of your coming, Arctic. What has happened? What is that in your hand? You're all dead. Discovering the body of a slain heretic, this yellowing document is covered in complex code of seemingly random letters and numbers. Useful. Oh yeah, also everyone's dead. By the Fury, those were veterans with years of service. And now they lie dead in the snow. Their bodies must be recovered and... We don't have time for that right now. No. We have not the men to spare, not now. Now Iceheart prepares to summon an abomination. The heretics you dispatched were not of sufficient number to contend with the combined strength of the Temple Knights and Crystal Braves. There must be others. I wager they are on their way to Snowcloak as we speak. To make matters worse, seems the traitor you followed managed to pass the heretics something of value after all. Parchment recovered is a timetable of the guardsmen's watches at our outpost in Snowcloak. The traitor was stationed there long before he aroused our suspicions. Would that we had caught him sooner. With this information, the heretics would know when the watch was weakest and could use their tunnels with impunity and prepare for the ambush. The timetable has not yet changed, you see. Of course, it will be changed now, but the heretics may already be in position. As now must send reinforcements, even if it means withdrawing knights from the Stone Vigil, because no other way to safeguard the lives of our allies. Oh boy. Oh, what a mess. What a mess. path of righteousness. Until recognizes the situation Snowcloak is coming to a head, and a decisive action must be taken. Can it be decisive a little bit later? If we take this decisive action, we'll hopefully be able to route them all the way back through their tunnels into the dungeon, deal with the threat entirely. Well, that's the dream. Next time. Goodbye.